Hey, all you DPC rebels, it's Dr. Shane back for another Friday 5-minute magic tip. Hope you're looking forward to a great weekend coming up. I know I am. Just wanted to get back with you, finish up a little two-part series started last week on who is your DPC doctor. What do you know about your DPC doctor? What's their mindset? Talked a little bit about that to get started last week. Want to finish that up this week, get a little bit more deeper into the mindset of your DPC physician. So let's jump into it here. And if you need to connect with me later, you can at dpcmagic at dpcmagic.com, or email me at drshane at dpcmagic.com. But let's jump in, all you DPC rebels, and talk about how we can know a little bit more about your DPC doc and who they are. So we talked about the mindset last week. Talk about why that mindset matters. So we talked last week about entrepreneurship and independence, and those docs working specifically for patients, doing the best that they can do for the patients with an entrepreneur type mindset. And why does that matter? That's the big question this week is, why does that entrepreneur mindset matter? Why does the DPC mindset matter as you're thinking about working with your DPC physicians out there? So the question is, who does a DPC doctor work for? A lot of DPC physicians have left the system, left corporate medicine to do their independent practices, to do practice the way they see it, um, to do what's best and right for their patients, which is helpful for them. So just think about that as you're processing who the DPC physician is. Got a couple of examples I want to share with that specifically that can help you understand where I'm coming from about the mindset and the independent thinking, entrepreneurship, and doing what's best and right for patients. Um, we have tried to hire physicians many times. I talked to other physicians across the country that are always looking to hire DPC physicians. And that's one of the most difficult parts of running a independent DPC practice, is finding a physician who understands the DPC mindset, understands the entrepreneurship behind it. That, hey, we're trying to do what's best and right for the patients. As far as labs and meds, trying to keep costs down, trying to keep them out of the ER, trying to do all these things that is to provide this very high level care. Um, and a lot of physicians don't understand that mindset. They are more into the, hey, I want to work 9 to 5 and then I want to be done. And that's just not the real DPC mindset for most people. Um, so we see that as we try to hire physicians. It's been quite difficult to find physicians who want to really be independent minded and do what's best and right for patients on a daily basis, even after hours, that kind of stuff. So we've struggled with that. I know a lot of my DPC colleagues have struggled with that, trying to find physicians who understand that mindset. It's sort of an old school uh, country doctor uh, mindset of being there for the patient. We're seeing less and less of that mindset coming out of medical training. So that's one area we see this mindset different with corporate back medicine, hospital system medicine. So just something to think about when you're thinking about your DPC physician, who that person is. Another thing comes from some information I got from Dr. Gail Brecky, who's a PhD, just got her PhD, and in her uh, dissertation and her reporting and research, she basically looked at DPC practices and how they work with employers. She got a big paper that'll be coming out. I'm sure she'll like to talk more about that later. But in her research, some of the preliminary stuff is showing that the her research was done with a large corporate-based DPC working with a large employer. Her research is showing that the DPCs didn't really save a whole lot of money compared to the fee-for-service physician clinics, and they had more referrals than independent standard fee-for-service clinics. So, all her research is, you would think that it was going to show a lot of benefit to have a DPC physician, but her research is not really showing a whole lot of that. But just only looking at this one large corporate DPC and the employer that they work with. So we need more information. We need more research. We know there are smaller independent practices like Dr. Lee Gross's practice down in Florida that shows considerable benefit to using the DPC. We've shown considerable benefit with our independent practice compared to the standard fee-for-service plan. Um, other clinics across the country, like Nextera out in Colorado, have been able to show some serious benefits with those independent clinics. So we need more information about that. But I give you those examples just to say, hey, this there's more to it than just, hey, my doc's a DPC doc. I want people to think about the mindset. What is their philosophy behind their DPC? Is it just a 9 to 5 job to them, and they're just collecting a paycheck? Need to think about that for sure. So hopefully this has been helpful, and love to chat with you guys more if you want to. And you connect with me at drshane at dpcmagic.com. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and hope to be back next week with another Friday 5-minute magic tip. You can pick my book up too if you need to. It's all about DPC employers. I'd love to have you read through that and get with me about questions if you have anything. So you guys